Hi, I'm Jennifer Larrabee, and I host the Door River Academy Stock Dog Training Boot Camp at doreriverbordercollies.com. So in our last video, we're going to continue now with Grace's introduction to sheep. If you haven't yet watched the first training session, now would be a great time to have a look at where Grace was at 9 and 10 months. So a quick review of something we talked about in the last session, and that's why dogs might not demonstrate interest in stock. So some of the reasons we discussed were immaturity, negative experiences, not enough exposure to stock, bad habits off the stock, and just a general lack of interest or lack of drive with the stock. So part of this management strategies I've been using for Grace was to restrict her freedom when other dogs were around, with the intent that her herding instinct and herding energy would be redirected to the stock. This does seem to be making a difference with Grace. I've also limited her access to the sheep to allow her to mature, so she doesn't work very often. In fact, she's only been going kind of once a week for now. So we're going to take a look at the first video here and the training session that Grace went through the last week.
So today is the second time since the last video session we did with Grace. And I have not worked her since the last session, so she's had about a full week off. And what I decided to do, we're trying to encourage Grace to really commit to herding. She's been a little bit shy of it, a little bit standoffish. So I've taken her off the sheep for this past week and hoping that she'll have a desire to want to be back doing the herding. So what I'm doing with her is actually opposite of what I do with the majority of dogs. Usually I'm correcting other dogs for pulling me towards the field or being too excited. With her, I'm actually trying to amp her up a bit, and if she pulls me towards this field, I'd actually be happy with that right now. So later on, I will then start asking for a bit more of her walking properly and being by my side, things like that. But for her lessons this month at least, it's all about her just being keen. So that's what I'm after right now. So she's crated right now when she comes down here. So she gets used to coming down into the training field. I have her personal sheep waiting for her over there, some nice quiet ones. And we will just give this a try. Hi, Gracie. You ready to go? Oh, right. Come on, Gracie, let's go. Come on. So I'm just going to encourage her. Good girl, Gracie, look. Look at those sheep. Good girl. That's a girl. And she's kind of watching them, so that's a good thing. Good girl. So she's not usually dragging me through the gate, which is good. And we'll walk through. Come on, girl. Good girl. Just hold on. Good. So we'll start training in a few minutes here. A couple people had asked why, or suggested that I use another dog to motivate Grace, so the other dog herding while she's trying to work. I did actually try that, but she's too focused on the other dog. So once again, I'm trying to get her 100% committed to the sheep, so I don't actually have any dogs around while she's herding. So we'll give this a try again and see what happens and go from there. So as I said, this isn't normally how I start a dog, but we'll... Oh, there, she's looking keen here anyway. I'll try to get up a little closer. Okay, I'm going to try to go in closer, see if I can get her to gather all of them here. There we go. That's looking better. That's actually looking much better. We've got some hope here. Now, Grace is really, really one-sided. As you can see, she's going away around on her way. And I don't quite yet want to do lots of blocking with her because she's ignoring my blocks as you can see. So I'm going to use the fence to help me here. So I'm going to line her up. See if the fence can block for me. We're just getting a little closer before I get dizzy here. And we'll see. She doesn't actually mind going in by the fence, but there we go. I'm just trying to get her to go that way. So I'll see if I can kind of use the fence to help block. There we go. She's just one-sided yet, so that'll come, but good girl. Good, Gracie. There. Good. There. See if she still defaults to that side, but that'll come. We'll, there, she actually corrected on that side. Or she caught the sheep on that side. She's looking at the camera. She's not sure about the Grace, come here. Gracie, come here. Good girl. Good. All right, we'll try around this way. I'm probably on the wrong side of the camera now. Okay, watch out, camera. So I've got a friend, Sanji, filming for me today, and we're hoping she doesn't get wiped out here. Okay. So I tried to get Grace to go around that a ways come by side, but she's still not comfortable on that yet. But she's definitely at least showing that she's keener. So I think the next couple sessions we'll work on a little more of the blocking with her. Good girl. Good. We'll try a little bit here. There. Good. There, she actually took a little bit. There, let her grab that one. Excellent. There we go. And I'll let her scoop them again. I'll try to get up closer to my sheep, not wipe out Sanji. Good girl. There, we'll finish off here. I'm just trying to get them back together before we finish. She's not afraid of the sheep, that's for sure. Stay. Good girl. Good. So Grace is definitely showing a little more interest. It's a little more positive. Remember, one thing too is don't necessarily compare your dog to others at certain ages. And I know I really have to watch myself for this. My last pup, Sam, was training and ready to go at 8 or 9 months, and she's just hasn't been. So watch you're not comparing yourself to your friends' dogs or to others that are started, because often they all end up in the same place eventually. And what I'm hoping for is an open level dog. So nursery honestly doesn't even matter to me too much. The nursery class, I want open level dog that can work really well. So we have lots of time to get there, hopefully. Good.
So my takeaways from this session, a few of them, is that Grace is showing interest in stock now. So that's a really good thing. She isn't negatively affected by my body language or me trying to do a little bit of a block. It's not scaring her. It's not pushing her off. It's not making her look more worried. So that's a really good thing. Occasionally her tail is still up. So this is telling me she still needs to mature more. So I will be giving her more time just to grow up. Another thing that I was thinking I might do is I might need to move back to a smaller arena just to see if it would be easier for her to possibly balance, and maybe at some point starting to work on getting her to go around on that come by side that she was finding to be difficult. But once again, she's still pretty young, so I won't panic about that. She's just a little stiff on that side. Kind of like people favor their right or left hand. So same idea. So I'm hoping that you'll stay tuned for the next installment of the Tales of Grace and see how far she's progressed.